Hi everyone. I hope you can hear me clearly. I just wanted to make this video kind of talking about how I've been feeling and everything. I've realized that we're almost reaching 1K. That is very fucking bizarre to me. Um, I've grown this YouTube since last year. And I mean, it's been 2 years that I've like technically at this rate, like it's been 2 years that I've been like working on the YouTube like constantly, and now we almost hit 1K, and that's like very interesting. It's slow progress, but honestly, it's not like I'm always consistent with the time that I post and everything, but this is already like a very, very big step for me that we have reached to this point. So I'm super fucking grateful for that, and I'm just so happy about it. Mm, as you can already tell, I haven't really posted in the last month, and honestly, I really don't have a particular reason on why I haven't posted or anything like that. I've just been kind of in a slump, I guess. I wouldn't say it that way. It's just, in a way, it is kind of a slump in my creativity side. There has been a lot of schoolwork. I mean, I'm in university, and on top of that, I have two different part-time jobs, and I'm a part of two different student association or three. At this point, I lost count, but I have a lot of work. On top of that, I have like YouTube, and on top of that, I have my own like interests, like socializing, hang out with friends, and everything like that. So obviously, there's so much that one person can do at a time. Yeah, I kind of just want to come here and kind of talk about the slump that I've been feeling, and I feel like this might relate to some people, may not. I have no idea. I don't know how people have been feeling, but I've been at my most productive as ever in terms of my work. Like I'm so happy with my productivity. I've been so productive with my work. Like I'm always on top of my shit. I've been getting pretty good grades. Um, yeah, I'm kind of like really happy in that sense, and I'm really happy with my social life as well. I feel like I don't know, I feel like it's really interesting to see that I kind of managed to maintain both and still getting a proper good night's sleep most of the time and not rely on my melatonin pills um a lot of the time. But yeah, I'm getting pretty good enough sleep. I've been getting the grades. I've been pretty productive with like my work, not only like schoolwork and academic stuff, but also like organizations and just like side projects that I'm doing and everything. With that being said, having that sense of productivity in one hand, I'm also losing the creative side of me, this part of me that always wanted to do anything spontaneously. And I used to have that, or I would like to believe that I still have that, but I feel like a lot of the time my work has taken over me. And I just kind of forget about the creative side of me or like the spontaneous side of me um, that I used to have. Um, I remember back in March, I guess it was like one of the worst months that I have to go through. But then I was so creative. I was doing all of this creative, spontaneous stuff. But to be fair, I was really lacking in my academic side, which is fair enough. Like, there's only so much that one person can do, obviously, and I feel like every person in the world is aiming to find that balance. And yeah, sometimes it's just doesn't work like that. And right now, as you can see, like I'm in my most productive with my studies, with my work and everything, and I'm really happy about that. But I do miss that spontaneous creativity that I have. And right now, I'm a part of so many different organizations, or I'm a part of so many projects that allows me to channel those creativity, but sometimes, but most of the time, what I miss is actually just me, myself, creating, whether it is my YouTube videos or just, um, I don't know, making podcasts with friends and everything. And yeah, like personal projects. Like I miss making personal projects. I miss having that spontaneous, personal, creative output that I feel like I've been lacking this past couple of months, I would say. I mean, since the start of the school year, I guess I would say, because I've been in the beginning of the school year, I've been so focused on like, okay, I need to get my shit together. I have responsibilities, I have dreams that I want to achieve, I have ambitions that I'm looking forward to get. um, and I feel like I've been putting so much pressure on myself just to kind of get shit done in terms of work and everything, and just kind of lacking in the sense that I need another output to release all the tension and all the stress that I have coming from my work, my other like my school responsibility and whatnot. Okay, I talk about having these projects, this like organization that allows me to channel like this creative side of me as an output, but then like, you know how it feels when you're create like when you want to channel your creativity, but then you channel it to like a certain project that is already set, and then it doesn't feel like you're being spontaneous anymore, and it's not for you, it's for them, it's for the organization, it's for the projects that you're doing. um which is, in a way, that's fine. It's just it doesn't feel me, because it's, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it, but I guess like you would get what I mean. Like it's as simple as like, okay, you want to do this thing, you want to do this chore, and then your parents start telling you, okay, do that chore, and then you realize like, okay, I don't want to do it anymore. And I feel like that's what I've been feeling. I feel like there's so many platforms for me to kind of channel my creativity output. Um, but then, because there is a certain layer that kind of tell me what to do, or not tell me what to do, but it's just like I'm not creating it for myself anymore. I'm creating it in order to make content, in order to create content, in order to provide something from for another thing instead of for myself, instead of my own personal projects. And I'm not saying those things are bad. It's just like it just doesn't feel like an output for me to release all the stress and all the tension that I have from work, because all of this creative side, it is a part of work. And I feel like right now I just don't have the channel to release the stress and everything with my own way, with my own things. So yeah, I've been kind of stuck in that kind of cycle. But in the end of the day, like, I guess the underline of all of this is just I'm gonna take one day at a time. And today I just felt the slump more than ever, and I've been trying to do work, but it just doesn't seem to get anywhere. Um, and I guess I just needed to make this video as kind of my way to channel my spontaneous creative um, output, I guess. So yeah, maybe tomorrow I'll be back on the grind and just start working again. But in the end of the day, I just don't want to feel like I'm a robot. And I feel like, at least the last 2 weeks, I've been starting to realize that the things that I've been doing is not very healthy. Um, I do get shit done. I do get really good grades with the effort that I've been putting and everything, but it's just unhealthy. Um, the output that I use to cope with the stress and everything are unhealthy. Yeah, I don't know what else to say, but that's what I've been kind of feeling, and I feel like I know how to cope with it. I just need to actually start doing it, and that's about it.